You know, we've been doing this for a little while, and we haven't messed with a Ford yet. I've owned some. It's not that I don't like them. It's just, I don't know. But here we go. Alright guys, so here we have a 2000 and something, I don't know, 6-ish F150. It's not mine, it's actually a buddy of mine's son's truck. You see it's kind of missing the mirror over here. It's got a little bit of down the side. Yeah, so he was going down the Beltway. Car in front of him pulled out, like, shot out of the way in front of him, and he had when he got out of the way, he noticed there was a car right in front of that car stopped with its hazards on, and he couldn't stop in time. He got over. It's a miracle that's all he had happen was just this scrape down here. But as much as we all like to have our tires stick out a little bit, yeah, this one's got the four-wheel steering now. So I guess the lip of the tire grabbed that car's bumper, and yeah, let me show you. This is the angle we're on. How it's still, we drove it over here, all on and off the trailer. Not sure how it's all still connected in there, but that's what's up. I'm sure the axle inside's broken, and well, you know, at least the wheel and tires seem okay, so it's just an axle. So let's go in the shop over here. You hear the old 301 warming up because the carburetor kind of sucks, and I got to do that to even get out of the shop so we get this truck in. But you might have noticed that we had an axle over here. So here it is. Same axle going out, coming out of it, it's going back in. We were hoping he'd get both leaf springs and just pull the pins and swap it out, but they only had one at the junkyard, so we'll see if we even need that. But it's a complete rear end. Swap it out, throw this one in, bleed the brakes, and get it the hell out of here is the plan for the day. So we'll see how that goes. Wait a minute, look at this. Oh. Doesn't even have the calipers aren't on there. We might get away with not bleeding brakes, guys. Huh. That's lazy, but we'll see.
sorry, what did you say?
You see that little slot there?
Yeah.
I had 3 of them listed online with the tires on them, brand new, so they freaking knotted on them for $45. I was like,
Only 14 inches on it.
yeah, but like for some old school, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yeah, so I met the guy who played that one bottom. With the other 3, he called me last week, hey man, I found the 4th one, you want? Yeah, what do you want for it? Let's come get it. He's like, I was gonna throw him on that Dodge truck, but they were on both ends.
My very first car was a '73 El Camino with a Laguna front end on it. Had them on.
77 Trans Am with those on it. All right, Kevin, pull it out of there.
We want to see the carnage.
Yeah.
Well, if you notice, the axle is
Yeah, she's a little,
not real straight.
yeah.
And this hardened steel axle, they don't like to bend a lot, but they do like to snap.
Yep, that's what happens when you try to bend your rear axle the way it's not supposed to go. Huh?
Am I allowed to say that smells like dirty?
Andrew can bleep it out.
Okay. Andrew will bleep it out. We'll just put that back in there to keep the stink in.
And that's why we keep Kevin locked up most of the time.
I'm just curious if that's again. No. Well, you think I should? I mean,
Actually, that's a solid concern. What we have in here.
prefer that to chassis.
Does it have any in it? That's a solid question.
Why is that a solid question? Because you did it without putting it in.
Well, no, but who knows how long it's sitting in the junkyard? Who knows if they drain them? I mean, do they have drain on the bottom of them? No.
You gotta take the cover off.
They probably drain it, but
No, but just put it in.
sitting on there, when you get water or something like that.
Yeah, it's not what they put, but man,
Right.
could be full of water. I gotta say, this tea from that fucking pizza place is probably the best iced tea I've ever had.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What kind of feed it?
it's called Joe's.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
That's some good shit. I never heard of it.
They sell it down in Chapco too.
I just bought it because it said Joe on it. That was it.
I bought it because it had a little truck on it.
I seen the old truck. I was gonna say Joe's Garage, but it wasn't it. I knew it was something like that.
Yeah, they sell them down in Chapco, they're good.
bent back in shape. It's all lines now. Put it back on.
Well, the time-lapse camera ran out of SD card, and I found myself doing nothing. So I figured I'd do a progress thing here. We got the new axle in. Kevin and Joe under there, putting all the brake lines on, brake cables. I think Kevin just got hit in the head. I'm not sure. Just doing a little progress thing. Because we ran out of room on the SD card.
How about you progress me some 2 zip ties?
I can probably do that for you. Let's go over here and zip ties. He needs zip ties. So we'll do them blue. Here we go. Huh? So here's the other axle. Now I don't know if this where you can really see how it's bent. Just kind of makes a right there. So old one is out. New one's in. Motorcycle jack came in super handy. Way more sturdy than using a floor jack. And we got Joe over here doing the same stuff Kevin's doing, but making less noise and probably making it look better. So there we go. See, Kevin's yelling again. Gotta go. Everybody's favorite part, bleeding the brakes. Joe in there pumping.
All right.
Kevin over here bleeding. Some people might be wondering, why do we have this? So we have it on the jack stands, and we were doing a lot of yanking and banking and beating on stuff, and we were afraid we were gonna knock it off. So we put it around the trailer hitch. There goes Kevin. Around the trailer hitch, and we just kept pressure on it, just in case it did knock a jack stand loose, it wouldn't fall on one of us. But you know, we keep it safe here at Pugliese Speed Shop. This is how we do it. Brake fluid on the workbench. All the .3 you can find. We got .3 for days, so we should be all set. You guys are wondering if Kevin looks familiar. He's a dude on that FXR on the very opening of the Pugliese Speed Shop intro, doing a badass burnout on his FXR that he built 100% from a frame, brought it home in a box. So this guy knows what he's doing. Joe's the guy that yelled at him for doing it. That's besides the point. Don't worry about that. All right, we'll bring you guys back when we're getting ready to lower it down, because bleeding brakes is boring. Moment of truth. So looking at that dent on the side, or rather the scuffs on the side. Yep. You put a mirror on this thing, run a buffer down the side of this thing, it ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. There she goes. I told him to... Kevin's a whoa, whoa, whoa guy. What was that? Uh,
30 feet or 30 seconds.
That's it.
14 up.
That's all she gets. Well, guys, that was a little different episode of Pugliese Speed Shop, but fun, right? Good little Saturday. We got the Le Mans back in the shop now, and got a little bit of cleaning up to do. Joe and Kevin were helping out quite a bit, but yeah, sometimes you got to take care of yourself. So, you know, you get at that. Big shout out to Ian. He actually just pulled out and came and picked up the axle and leaf spring and all the extra stuff. So appreciate that, man. He's the official scrap man for Pugliese Speed Shop. And so you saw that truck. Looked pretty bad, right? Most people just toss it away, trade in, get another one, whatever, insurance, whatever. Took us about 5 hours, a couple slices of pizza, and a little bit of quality time with some friends. So don't be so quick to throw things away. So if you guys like seeing Kevin and Joe on here, they're always fun to have around. So the kids got to do a little more editing when they're around, but he don't mind it, keeps them sharp. So if you guys like that, leave a comment. We'll see if we get it back in here. Till then, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, tell a friend. Subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys. All right, let's just take a look at the truck. I'm going to leave with the racing stripe added here. So he's got a mirror coming in for it. I'm just going to do a quick buff off this thing, get the other car's paint off it, make it look a little better for him. Well, it ain't perfect, but I've got the racing stripe off. It's obviously a little dark, but looks a lot better than it did. Throws a mirror on it. Yeah, it's presentable.